Rajesh sends in a question through email. He says that he's looking for an apartment for investment purpose somewhere near the Yamuna Expressway. Now his budget is 1.3 crore rupees. He wants to know what are the options available. Is it a good market to be investing in?
Well, again, I believe we wanted a little more detail in this, but still, Kavita, we've spoken about Yamuna Expressway. Yamuna Expressway was intentionally created to connect Agra with NCR in a quicker manner. And unfortunately, it got stuck once and then it was eventually completed. Now, what has happened is, since it has taken shape, there is a lot of interest in creating all kinds of real estate there. Before we get into mentioning if there are residential developments or not, I just wanted to give one small additional advice. It is a market where today, as an investor, if you invested in, let's say, a plot or a specifically available commercial property, you'll probably make a little more gains than purely in residential apartments. The reason is it is yet to flourish. And as of now, the plots and other things are going to be slightly better in terms of gaining upside. A plot in a gated community, in a safe community, is always advisable. The prices are about 40 to 50,000 rupees a square meter.
What is the upside you're looking at for this location?
Well, it's something which is in early stages. So like we always say, expect 30, 40, 50% anywhere depending on the pace.
But you hold for 5 to 7 years?
Yes, definitely.
With that?
Any time you invest in real estate, please don't think of 1-2 years. Think of 5 to 7 years, like Kavita was saying. We've always highlighted that. That is the horizon that you must have at the start. Let's come back to residential, which is what he asked. Now, there are large 3-4 BHK apartments that will come in the budget of 1.3 crores, which is a large budget for that area. But there aren't too many properties which are on offer right now. Some of them have already been completed, like Supertech's various projects, Upcountry, Golf Country, etc. They've been completed and you'll definitely find something there. Under construction, there is a Cosmic Urban project where you will probably find 4 BHKs also within your budget. There is also a very highly branded project that's coming up, which is called Home and Soul F Premier, which has a co-branding with Fashion TV. So that will offer you large 3 BHKs. The rate of about 5,000 rupees to 6,000 rupees a square foot. That could make good sense for you, but you have to be an investor who's going to invest and wait for a while, before it starts giving you any capital appreciation. So that is something which you need to remember if you invested in.
Right. Arvind, I have to play devil's advocate here. You
Sure.
said that 30 to 50% upside over 5 to 6 years, which is quite decent, in fact.
Yeah.
But having said that, now the NCR market has been notorious for project delays, for the fact that a lot of people, a lot of investors who put in money have got stuck.
Yeah.
Yamuna Expressway, in that sense, you're looking at, like you said, you have to hold it for a minimum of 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
What is the kind of risk that we're really talking of over here, and what kind of risk appetite should you be going with to really enter into a market like this?
Okay, good point. The primary problem has been in Noida extension, take all of that. Because a vast volume of supply was pumped in and suddenly the demand side withdrew from the market in the last 2.5 years. On top of that, we had issues like the bird sanctuary and things like that. So everything compounded the problem. Now, with several changes that we've been speaking of, there is a hope that the market will start to pick up somewhere in the next year. We don't know when. We are thinking it'll start to pick up. The demand side is looking ready to come back in. Now, having said that, one must remember that Yamuna Expressway, or that the part that we are speaking of, is even further apart. So it will take its own sweet time before the heat starts to go there. If you waited 3 years or so, you'll start seeing the action eventually spilling over to that area. Add another 2-3 years from there, which makes it 5-6 years or so. So it is this kind of a time planning that you need to keep in mind. If you invested today and if you saw in 2017 it wasn't working, it's probably not meant to work in that time. It's going to work only after Noida recovers a bit, which itself is about a couple of years, and then it starts spilling over to Yamuna Expressway and those areas, and then you start reckoning your gains.
Which means, Rajesh, it's a very, very long-term play that you're looking at, and you have to be somebody who has enough of an appetite and enough of deep pockets to actually wait it out. You have to wait it out for at least 5 to 7 years. And that's a long time that we're talking of. And also, like Arvind pointed out, this is a market that is just about picking up. So if it does do well, it will do really, really well. But that there is a substantial risk involved in the market that you're entering into, and you need to be very clear about that. And of course, it goes without saying, like we keep saying, please do your due diligence. Ensure that you have all the papers of the property, you've checked and double-checked everything, and then you are getting in and signing a deal for the property that you want to invest in.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.